Hey friends, I am making a soup, a squash soup. So if you want to hang around, I'll show you what I've done so far. Whoops, I peeled that. It started like this, but I just peeled it, then I cut off the ends. I'm gonna take out the innards and I'll come back. So it's my first time and I watched a lot of YouTubers and you know, they have their own way of doing it and that's cool. They had started with 3-pound squashes. I don't really know how big these are, to be honest. I think they're probably about 1.5 pounds, maybe 1.75 pounds. So I just did it this way, then this way. Then I took the old knife and trimmed it down that way. And I'll do the same with this. And yeah, these are fiddly little things. I didn't cut that one in half. I should have. Oh my gosh. I'm a little nervous of this one because it looks like it could just roll around too much. So maybe I'll cut one side off. Very basic soup, I get that. But for me, I've never done it. So, the inside there. Come back. The rest of that was just bad. So I got this this half and one full one. And I'm going to do this one with it. And the other YouTubers were adding, some were adding potato, the Mirepoix, you know, carrot, potato, onion, carrot, onion, celery, Mirepoix. I'm not sure that I'm going to do all that. I'll see what I have. But I have some carrot tops and I want to use those. So I'll just keep on peeling. I'll be back. And I want to let you know, in this big old pot right there is chicken bone broth. So bone broth, very healthy. It's organic, delicious. That one is anyway. Not all the ones I do, but some. And this is fun. I like doing this. I don't believe I've had these little squashies, but they should be very good. That's good. Okay, I gotta cut this one. Yikes! They roll. Okay, I should pause it. Okay, it's paused. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay. Goodness. Okay. Oh, you're still there. Hi. Oh, dear. That was easier. See that? So I've decided I'm going to put 2 onions in it. I want to benefit my family's bodies with an autoimmune helper. You could put garlic in this. Some people do. Hey, I am not going to preach on what to use at all. I'm going to do these in discs. The one thing I learned on YouTube was to do them all the same size. And I kind of know that from other vegetables, but I'm going to do them in small bits. That's sort of small, right? And we're not going to have it chunky. So I'm just going to get up and chunk all these into bite-sized pieces. And I'll be right back. Now, total transparency, if you've been here before, you know I always have the orange bowl for garbage and the red one for the stuff I'm going to use. So I'm doing that. It just keeps the kitchen a little tidier. I've killed it again. Anyway, this video on that. Okay, so these ones I cut them like that, and this is just how I'm doing it for me. I'm not a teacher. I'm just going with the whole idea of, I asked online, should I do, you know, cooking video or something else? And it was supposed to be a cooking video. So anyway, I am going away from what somebody else did and others did. They were using butter, which is great. I love butter. Some were using olive oil. Awesome. I have olive oil. Am I using it? No. Since the time I had colon cancer, one thing I should not do, I could do it if I wanted. I should not have fried foods. It just doesn't do well with my body. I mean, I could eat it, but I will suffer. And if I want to have this for a few days and have it really good for my body too, then it's just going to be in my broth, which is, yeah, defrosting right there. So I'm really going to take the whole bowl, literally, and throw it into bone broth. If you want to make my bone broth, it's really easy. Just take 2 chicken carcasses, Put it in a crock pot, fill it with water, and half a cup of apple cider vinegar with the mother, and then cook it overnight with a lid on it. Oh, Lord help us, I'm dropping stuff. Oh, it's gonna go on the compost anyway, I guess. Anyway, yeah, cook it overnight, and by the morning just strain it. And it might have a little bit of fat. It's not gonna hurt you, especially if you don't have skin on, and that's the fat from the bones, which is marrow. Of course, marrow is super healthy for you. I love to cook with it. Anytime I have chicken a lot, I save the carcasses. I boil them up when it's cooler at night, and I just do it that way. So you can use any squash you want. At the very end of this, so first I have to cook it. Then once it's cooked, it's going to be very thick. It's going to have a thick consistency. It's not going to take long to cook, really. Don't ask me how long. I've never done this. I just don't think it's going to take very long. Also, I'm going to add some carrots. I'm going to use the food processor because that'll be less legwork. And yeah, so I'll come back with that. So in the processor, you would use this blade right here. Let me put that on. I know it's close. It's okay. It won't hurt you, I promise. This sucker does lock. Oh. All right, we're safer if we lock. Why won't it lock? There we go. Okay. I need that. I'll do one at a time. This goes into the pile. Actually, I'm just going to dump it right in my soup. Fish that out. Well, you know what? I'm not a cooking show. I'm a goofy human being. Yeah, and goofy stuff going on. I'll be back. I decided to grab some onions. I was going to grab them anyway, but I also wanted to talk to you about something. So just because my dietary thing says that I'm not going to fry this or crisp up the vegetables or saute them, is the proper term, I guess. Doesn't mean you can't. You know, you can if you want to. There obviously is no rhyme or reason. Just grabbing vegetables and then putting them in the stock, a really good stock, and I think that's the basis of it. But if you don't have the ingredients for bone broth, well then use what you do have. If you have OXO cubes, add them to water. If you have better than bouillon or whatever it is that you use, Bisto, I mean, hey, use what you got. But this is just something I wanted to do. I chunked these up. It doesn't matter what size because they're going to get blitzed up in the end. They're going in. I might need more broth, but they say, at least they say online, not to add too much. So people say a lot of things. Am I going to listen? I don't know. No idea. Yeah, usually in grocery stores they trim these off, and I think it's kind of sad because the flavor in a soup or stew is really good. Could use more, but I'm not going to. Put that in my compost bucket. I'm going to trim off a lot of the stems. Yeah, stems are woody. They're not going to be good. You can use parsley, chives, whatever you want. If you want cilantro, I don't like it, but it tastes like soap in my mouth. Ooh. We did it once. Once. Oh my gosh. Giovanni and Tony were kids. And we tried it. We all looked at each other and we just spat in the sink. It was so not, like clean, but we did that. It was nasty. Anyway, I'm just going to chop that up, throw it in there. I want to encourage you that if you can go to a farm market or you're growing carrots, please taste the tops after you wash them so that you will like them, right? If you don't, that's fine. But yeah, taste them first. I'm saving this much for the top, like to garnish. And you know, you can garnish with cheese if you want to, like Asiago or Parmigiano Reggiano, or that might be kind of heavy. I don't know, but I didn't expect this video to go on as long. Okay, I'll come back when I'm done. That was close. I decided on 3 or was it 2 celery things. Transparency, that broth is so dang good. My word. And yeah, I just stuck that spoon into here because there's not much. See? I'm going to add about a cup and a half of water. And you will see the finished product chunky. You're not going to see it processed because I'm going to do that with immersion blender once I'm done.